They trust you with everything. Their scraped knees, their big questions, their growing bodies. So when you choose a supplement for your family, you don't compromise. At AzureWell, we put the full truth on the label. Every ingredient, every amount. And we test beyond industry standards to ensure what's listed is what's inside. AzureWell, the standard you hold for your family, reflected back to you. Visit AZURELivingwell.com. These products have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Welcome to Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where two best friends recap romance novels while finding eLUVants and being Sherlock Holmeses. Stack our shelves with the clinches out. Shout from the rooftop, can you hear the sound? Yeah. Live your best life, love it out loud. Love it out loud. Hey HBs. This week on Patreon and our Apple Podcast subscription, we're diving back into the world of Immortals After Dark with Book 15, Dark Sky by Kresley Cole. It's time to figure out the history between Sorceress Lanthe and the Reckoner who's been trying to capture her for 500 years, Thronos. This thing is a road trip through many dimensions that only Kresley Cole could think of. Plus, it's got commentary on the Madonna horror complex, childhood wonder, and societal transitions that we couldn't get enough of. It's actually going to be 2 parts, so this Friday you get part 1 on the bonus feed. This week, we're chatting about Book 3 in the Heart and Mercy series, The Undercutting of Rosie and Adam by Megan Bannen. And y'all, Sabrina is on fire this episode. Here's part 1. Sabrina, I have a new appreciation for this series and Tanria because now I am a video game. Do you want to hear my tale?
I'm gonna need more context. I was just literally about to ask for context because, yeah, what?
So I'm playing Slime Rancher 2 with the kids. I finally figured out how to toggle the toggles. I've been talking to patrons about it for a while. I don't get stuck in the sky anymore at all, okay? And I've only fallen into the ocean like twice this week, okay? And so...
You and your Slime Ranch.
Slime Rancher 2! Slime Rancher 2! I toggle the toggles, I feed my slimes, I go explore. It's wonderful. Here's the deal, though. Okay. Slime Rancher 2... is based in this world that's like all fucked up from something called the Prismacore. And that means that it turns all the nature just like a little wonky.
Wait, can you do me a favor real quick? Spell core.
Core.
Oh, thank God. Because if it was anything, if it was CORP, I was like, Melody,
it's not a militarized force.
I was like, my thought was, Melody, I literally cannot handle, I don't think either of us can handle me going into an anti-capitalist, anti-military rage right now.
No, I can't do anything militarized lately. Although there is an aggressive way to play the game, and Michael turned that off without me knowing about it. There's like an aggressive version of the game where the slimes turn into evil slimes called tars, and they come and get you and they eat all your slimes. And Michael was like, she doesn't need this in her life right now, and he turned it off for me.
Michael is a real MVP. The fact that you didn't even know that was how the game not even could be played, but is usually played.
Yeah, so I get to just play like a fun, floaty aroundy experience, and
Especially, like, one of the areas, especially, is called Starlight Strand. And after reading this book and then, like, taking the kids into Starlight Strand, I was like, oh my God, I'm playing in Tanria. It's the best. Oh my gosh. What an atmospheric fucking read, you know?
Melody, I need you to know.
Yeah.
That watching and hearing you delight over video games for me is basically the same experience that I have watching my friend's 11-and-a-half-month-old baby see bubbles for the first time. You know what I mean? Like,
it truly is all brand new to me. Truly.
Yeah, I know it is.
I didn't even have like a Sega. I didn't even have. I had nothing.
I was way too poor
my
for
whole
stuff like
life.
that.
Well, not my friends had gaming systems allegedly, but like I was never interested enough for us to like really crack them out or something.
Go do that?
I don't know what it was, but
unrelatable.
Like,
I played almost an entire gigantic game on my friend's PlayStation 2.
Incredible.
In like
nice.
30-minute increments when they were like, yeah, you are allowed to do this thing that is not at all a group activity for a little bit of our time together.
That's so generous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was
lovely.
pretty great. It's fine.
Anyway,
but, yeah,
I mean,
it's really like watching a child discover things for the first, like the same, like,
totally.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It
just makes me really emotional because like it's so sweet. It's so lovely. It's also
a group activity with my kids, which is pretty fun. They get mad at me if I play by myself, although I do all the time and I don't tell them. If I have an audiobook going these days, it's Slime Rancher an audiobook. Okay, it's bad. It's bad. I haven't vacuumed in I don't know how long. Okay?
Melody, we cannot start trading the chores that have gone by the wayside, because if I swept right this very second, if I swept, I would not have 3 dogs in my home. I would probably have at least 5. Like I could make a felted my dog size felted out of dog hair dog probably twice over.
Incredible. No, that's fair. Here's the thing, though. Now, I kind of need Slime Rancher to have, aquatic horses and stuff. Like, I want a salt licker in Slime Rancher now, because Megan Bannen has come up with some cool shit.
Okay, so, hey, listener. We're here for the Undercutting of Rosie and Adam by Megan Bannen. We are continuing on our delight of continuing series that we have already done on pod, you know? Like we've done, I don't even know what's been done at this point whenever this episode comes out. Doesn't matter.
Paladin's Hope, Alien Scars are the most recent ones. There are more.
Horns,
Listener knows. Yeah.
We've been having a blast, you know?
Yeah.
And if you're on our Patreon, at some point, either the week before this or the week after this, you will have heard our re-record.
Oh no, it's out already. Yeah. They have heard our entire episode about glitter dragons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means you will have also heard the fact that I apparently put it down 2 years ago almost. Thought I had finished the book and then apparently never finished the book. But boy, we are back in this world. And let me tell you, I'm kind of glad that happened in some ways, because I remembered so much more about this book because I just read the second. Like that's not true. I read this and I was like, I have no idea what's going on here. And then I finished the second half of book 2.
What?
I was like, I guess that's my Swiss cheese memory. No, shockingly not Swiss cheese memory, just no memory. Does not exist.
You really had never encountered the data.
Nope. I hadn't. This was not but jumping back into this world, that's what we're here for. We're here to finish this series. And man, oh my God. I've been having a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie, Mel, with like the continuing series, this thing. Like this has just been such a delight. And like getting back into this one. God, the book hangover is so bad.
Yeah, I know.
With all
we're
the
gonna
good
figure
fantasy.
it out though. it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So one of the things I absolutely love about this, though, because after we abandoned our first recording about the undermining of Twyla and Frank, and then we decided to come back the next day after you had read the rest of the book, I also started at about 50% and read the rest of the book.
Yeah.
And so it was so nice to jump into this book because I don't know that I would have appreciated the 10-year jump that happens between book 2 and 3 if I hadn't like brushed up, you know?
Yeah.
Because like one of the characters that we've seen from day one is Duckers. And in the very first book, he is a rookie marshal. He is green. It is crazy. In book 2, we watch him like fall in love and break up with his boyfriend. It's like, it's crazy. And now,
then like getting that relationship to fruit. Well, and not only 10-year jump, listener, this is a huge spoiler, but like the first 80% of the book is a 10-year jump between book 2 and book 3. And then the last like 15 to 20% of the book is a 7-year jump. And so like we really just like bebop all the way for them, right?
It's so, and then, it was so artfully done.
Yeah. And I
had to hand it to Megan.
You're talking
Bannen.
about Duckers, but the whole reason I started talking about this is, boy, I loved the conclusion to Duckers' story, but Salt Liquor's character arc. Oh no, my throat's getting tight. Hey, just just a heads up, listener.
Yeah,
it's been a week for both Melody and I, and this is going to be an emotionally charged episode.
We're on a razor's edge, everyone, and it's fine.
And, like, not only that, but the fact that I can feel that my throat is tight right now thinking about Salt Liquor. And when my throat gets, like, I don't know how other people experience I'm about to cry, but my throat gets tight. That's how I know, like, oh, it's pending. Mm-hmm. And, like, this book already is a crier. You know, like, this is a rough, like, it's a beautiful book. It's an amazing book, but also, like, we're not getting out. Like, Melody will at some point have to cut out literal ugly sobbing. I can already feel it.
I think it also hits a lot of stuff that, you know, you and I are, we
sensitive.
Have peripheral issues with, and like good ones and bad ones. Like we're so, both of us are so fucking dumb that, like, the Salt Liquor arc really does hit me right in the solar plexus.
Well, like when we see him and she talks about his gray scales.
Yes, I know.
I have tissues next. No, I'm so sorry, Melody.
Go get tissues. I'll tell them about Salt Liquor.
Tissues.
Okay, I'll tell them about Salt Liquor. You go get tissues. So, Salt Liquor, I love him because in book 1, he is this, I mean, he's just like a young buck. He is an asshole. He is feeling his oats the whole time. I think maybe, if I remember correctly, Hart, the hero in the first book, the like 6'6" demigod hero of the first book, is the only one who can really handle him. And then in book 2, we get even more Salt Liquor because I think the hero in that one too has a preference for Salt Liquor. And in the first book, I totally forgot about this, Salt Liquor saves Duckers' life when they have to tattoo his soul on his spleen. Salt Liquor is the one who gets Duckers like out of the fray and to safety, right? And then this book, Rosie, our intrepid heroine, our awesome crimson-eyed demigod, also like 6'2", I think,
6'5",
is her height.
canonically.
6'5". Oh, incredible. Oh yeah, because Hart's actually 6'8". Jesus.
Yeah,
anyway,
they're all
gigantic.
Yeah.
And
also, I did just laugh really hard.
Yeah.
I did just laugh really hard walking back into this room, cracking a new box of tissues on a Friday night the way most people crack a beer. You know what I mean? Like, as I was walking out of the kitchen, I was like, damn, I really kind of wish I'd done that on, like, on camera. Like,
on pod.
like that, like, satisfying.
I love it.
I'm not making it. Yeah. The fact that we have not even started to, because some of the first stuff we talk about in this book is devastating. So, like,
God, Yes. So when we open up, Rosie and Duckers are partners, and they have been since, like, basically the whole 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And so they are coming out of Tanria, and when they're trying to go through the portal, Rosie sees like a shadow or something in the workings of the portal when it's like kind of malfunctioning. And she's like, oh, well, wait, you guys don't see that? And they're like, no, what are you talking about? And she goes to point to it and like kind of grab it to see what's going on.
And she electrocutes herself to death.
Yeah. And we knew this before, but I
had
love
forgotten,
the fact.
By the way,
exactly.
I forgot about this until the scene happened. Because Rosie, we've known this. Rosie's immortal. She cannot die. And the way her immortality works is the most fucked up version of immortality ever. Because
she can die, and she does often. It's just that her body like mends and she comes back to life. It's wild. And so I love the fact that we see that right out of the gate in the novel. And immediately so much is established like right now, because not only do we establish her immortality, we establish the fact that she can see a weird shadow thing that nobody else can see in the portals. And it's causing a problem, they think, for the portals because they're malfunctioning. And then we also find out that Mercy's dad, Mercy from book 1, and Zeddy, her brother, who is also Duckers' ex-boyfriend, their dad died and the funeral is like right now. And so Duckers is gonna go to the funeral. And he kind of asks, even though he knows that she doesn't like funerals, she was gonna offer anyway. But he asks Rosie to go with her because between paying his respects to this like man who kind of became a father figure when they were dating, and then also seeing Zeddy for literally the first time in 10 years. Because as soon as they broke up, Zeddy took his broken, shattered, pummeled heart and he moved as far away as he could so that he could just focus on being a chef. And he's coming back for the funeral, Duckers thinks. So he's going to see his ex, his like one meaningful ex of his whole life is he's going to be at this funeral this week.
Yes. And then another couple of little things that get tagged on at the beginning of this, because the first like gigantic big scene, right, is the funeral. But before then, we do have a little snippet. Hey, listener, just a content warning on this book. I know Mel and I, you might have some guesses about what might be content warnings based on the fact that some of the things that Mel and I have said, but we have some parental challenges in this book. Parental neglect, parental abandonment, just a lot of things
death.
that.
I mean,
parental death, that too.
I mean, right out the gate as well.
Yeah. Because that it's fine. But, it's soft spots for Mel and I. And then our first, like, right before the funeral, we see her have a scene with her father, who is her immortal parent, her god parent.
Well, and wait, Sabrina, quickly, before we get into, like, the nitty-gritty, I feel like we need to set the aesthetic scene. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. So, we also, before the parental abandonment conversation, in fact, we learn, most importantly, because this does come up multiple times in the book, Rosie's adoration of lingerie. And beautiful things in general.
And self-care also in general. Like, after going out and being a badass marshal all day where she's enforcing the law and riding equimaris, which is the aquatic horse situation, and like probably dying and coming back to life, she comes home and immediately like puts on a record and draws herself a giant bath and has a glass of wine. I was proud of her. Jesus.
Completely unrelated. I would love to be this person.
Same. Man, yeah, because when she gets out, she's got like feathered slippers. She's got like little kitten heel slippers, I think, that she puts on.
Yeah, and this woman definitely owns a murder robe.
Yo, absolutely. a custom murder
You remember
robe.
when murder robes were like a giant thing in the cult?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Super
I never
fun.
did end up getting one. Maybe I should get a murder robe. Part of me wonders, like, so, like, I've definitely been working on, like, right now I've been feeling very femme presenting, essentially, as far as my gender presentation is concerned. And I've really realized that it's not that hard, actually, to stick to an aesthetic or, like, to like, regularly do things that other people consider a lot of work. But if it's easy, it's really not a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like, lately I've been wearing a lot of, like, long, flowing, like, floor-length skirts and like button downs and lapel pins and like all of these things, and people keep commenting, they're like, oh my goodness, you look so dressed up, and I'm like, this is literally just so easy nowadays. Like, I have built my wardrobe in a way that this is just super set. The easiest thing for me to grab is this outfit, like, kind of thing. And so part of me thinks that maybe it just wouldn't be that hard. Maybe you just got to get the murder robe and the kitten slippers and then keep them someplace where it makes sense to put them on after a bath. Yeah. But also, like,
truly,
that's a lot of forethought, you know?
I mean, and here's my other issue. Because I'm going through early perimenopause, if anything, I'm taking things off at random times of the day. And so thinking about, like, having something to, like, extra put on, especially in the summer. I mean, the only reason that I look cute in the summer is because I buy the same dress that is so comfortable, and it's like a faux wrap dress, you know? And I buy it in any pattern I possibly can every time they're on sale. Like, I just buy a new pattern. And they're so comfy, and they've got pockets, and it's perfect, right? But that is a one shot. I put it on my body, and then I'm done. So summer is great, but yeah, the idea of trying to navigate my current biology with a murder robe does sound kind of miserable, but I love it for Rosie. So I just need everybody to know that this is happening in her, like, fluffy kitten slippers and a silk robe and all the business, because there's a knock on her door.
Yeah, so she gets her godness, her demigodness, from her father, and he is, it turns out, the trickster god.
He's the oldest god. He's like the first one.
He's the only old god left as well. Everybody else has gone to the stars. I had forgotten about that. And that's where she gets her immortality. And she has always felt abandoned and neglected by him because she, with her mother Jocelyn, had a really rough life, you know?
Yeah, financially especially. Yeah. And he was not reliable.
He showed up 3 days late to her mom's funeral. Yeah. He would, like, be like a month late when this thing was going on. He just didn't show up at all during that.
And he's always, like, baffled as to why she has some sort of attitude. He's like, what? I'm here. Isn't it incredible?
Well, and it's so interesting. It was very interesting reading that in this book because it was, I'm not gonna lie, like, you and I have had a lot of conversations about this in general, but we have, like, it really got cemented in my brain when you and I read that Hades and Persephone's. What was that one?
Oh.
Last year? Yeah. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But the point is you and I had a really intense conversation in that book / episode about, like, gods are different. Like, they're just, they fundamentally look human, right? They often look human, but it really has just changed my view whenever a god or a deity of some kind is involved in a book. Because the entire time while I was reading this, I was like, man, her dad's such a dick and this and that. And then there was also, though, this part of me that's like, he's a god, dude.
I'm
like,
ascribing human emotions on him.
Yeah, like, we're putting this, like, human stuff on this person. And, like, he's not a person.
Right.
He's a god.
Yeah.
And it's been very interesting since that conversation you and I had because I notice it in books now. Like, there are things that people or whatever do, and I'm just like, yeah, but, like, that's a very human thing that you're upset about, and that thing is not a human.
Right.
Like,
well, and I think it's beautifully articulated. Like, that exact sentiment is beautifully articulated in this book.
Later in the book where they talk about it and it becomes a thing, and fuck.
Yeah, when he redeems himself in the ultimate way. We're fine. It's fine.
Can't.
So he shows up, okay? And he's like, hey, girl, I bet you're so excited to see your dad, the trickster. And she's like, go fuck yourself. What do you want? Why are you here? I don't want you around. And as he's like looking through her like collage wall or whatever, he sees a little depiction of a folk hero that is known as the Briar Thief. And in that tale, the trickster is involved in getting the Briar Thief to like go and try and steal immortality from the gods for humans during the war between the old gods and the new gods.
Mm-hmm.
And so the trickster ends up being like a bad guy in this scenario because this guy gets fooled and then the god of wrath catches him and impales him on the thorn of everlasting life. And that is the depiction that's on the wall. And he's like, God, I don't understand why this guy gets all the credit. He gets all the accolades. And nobody thinks about giving me, the trickster god, any kind of credit whatsoever. I don't understand. And she's like, bro, you're the villain. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's confusing about this. But
Yeah,
anyway.
Like, it's you, my friend. You're the problem.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you. Like,
In the tale, you laugh maniacally and say, you fool! Like, hello?
mm-hmm.
That's why. So anyway, he tries to, like, have some daddy-daughter time, and she's like, you've never been that to me, and you're not going to be that to me. This isn't when he gives her the figurine, is it? That's next time?
Nope.
He sees each other? He
Mhm.
sees them? Okay. So anyway, he
doesn't.
fucks off.
It's not even in person that he gives it to her.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
And then the next thing that happens is we go to the funeral with Duckers. Rosie goes to the funeral with Duckers.
Boy, so my favorite kind of immortality is a character that, or like, immortality just always really fucks me up in general.
Mhm.
Especially in a world like this where not everybody is immortal, or like
Oh,
not
God, yeah.
most people aren't immortal. And like this funeral scene
Uh-huh.
really hammers it home because the funeral is beautiful. Mercy's eulogy had me
Ugh.
in a bad place,
Especially
frankly.
because he was such a good dad in the first
Yes.
book, Like, he's a good dad. And boy, do we watch him be dead, and it's rough.
Yep.
And for Rosie, one of the reasons that she doesn't like funerals is because she does get reminded of her immortality and the fact that this is all she's going to do for the rest of her life, for the rest of eternity.
No one would ever grieve Rosie. It was like that saying about always being a bridesmaid and never a bride, except she was always the mourner, never the mourned.
Yeah.
Like, and because she's like 150 in this book or something like that. And it's just like, fuck. And she hates it. She is miserable thinking about the rest of her life because the rest of her life is eternity.
Mm-hmm.
And she is real sick and tired of
Already.
watching everybody she loves die.
And she's only on like round 3,
God,
Like-
there's
This
a
is
scene, I don't
rough.
remember exactly where it is in the book, but she's talking about, like, I try not to fall in love anymore
Yes.
because, like, I'm gonna stay like this forever.
Mm-hmm.
And watching them get older and die
Yeah.
is killing me, but I can't die, so I just have to live with it. And
Right.
it's like,
Well,
that's
and
rough.
apparently at the funerals, one of the things that like is a standard form of the ceremony is to tell the story of the Salt Sea and his paramour, who he tried to make immortal without the guy's knowledge and consent. And then the Salt Sea realizing that this guy is miserable and him saying, like, you didn't ask me if I wanted this. I hate this and I want it to stop. And him having to reverse that And like that being one of the first souls that then, because the tears this god
Devastating.
cries about his husband dying, it turns into the ocean that takes them to the afterlife.
Yeah,
right?
it's like
and
the
that's
river
why he's called
Styx.
the Salt Sea. Right, right.
Yeah.
And so I'm crying, right? I wouldn't say I'm sobbing, you know what I mean?
I was crying at this point. I
but
was
I
not
was there.
sobbing at this point. The fact that I'm not crying right now is proof enough that I was not sobbing at this point, because
Yes.
the points where I was sobbing in the book, I will be crying right now, right? Like,
Well, so then I was like, all right, Megan Bannen. Okay.
how fucking
Fine.
dare you?
No, this
Okay.
is how you're going to do this? Okay. These are
okay.
the choices you're making. You're
Mhm.
deciding to do this to me like 3 chapters into the book. Okay. Well, you blew your load real fucking early, because that's the
Oh, no, she
last tier
didn't.
you're going to get.
She didn't. She didn't.
She
We get
didn't.
nodded later.
Oh my god.
Get narded, bitch. We're about to fuck your emotions. Like, oh,
I was
God.
I was adamant. I was like, Melody, you are stone cold for the rest of this book.
No, during the funeral, I went, oh, I need to make sure that I set aside enough time to read this book, because there
Totally.
will be times where, like, I cannot see properly to keep
Yeah.
reading. So I
Yeah.
need to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Well, so we get through the funeral. Duckers pays his respects and manages to slip out without like interacting with Zeddy. And he thinks that's a big ol' win. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
And she doesn't.
yeah.
She doesn't quite, like, they don't quite get away completely from the funeral
Yeah.
without running into anybody, because Hart very
Yes.
importantly goes, hey girl, can we like meet up and chat sometime soon? And she's like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And so they make plans essentially to
Mhm.
hang out. And then not a whole lot happens before we see them hang out. She like
Right.
pops over like a day or two later, and you know, we have this really touching moment with like him and Mercy and their kids, and like
Yeah.
he pops out with her to go get a drink at the local,
Cafe.
you know, watering
bar.
hole.
Yeah.
And
He
well,
gets tea, notably.
and it's rough. So I had forgotten
It's not
about
rough.
this.
Come on.
No, but I knew what was coming.
Okay.
Right? Like this was this is one of those times where like the foreshadowing was just
Yeah.
so fucking obvious that I knew
Totally.
it was going to devastate me, and so I was like pre-sad, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Pre-devastated. Because basically the conversation that they have is, and they've never really talked about it, but they're both demigods, and I had forgotten in the first book that
He didn't know if he was immortal or not, right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
had completely forgotten that.
Yeah.
And essentially, like what happened in the first book, like there is an episode on that, a public episode
Mhm.
out there for it, and he basically turns out he has 2 lives, right? So he's not immortal, but he has 2 lives, one given to him from his mother, human, one given to him from his father, God. And
Mhm.
so when he dies in that book, Melody and I were both devastated hot messes for
Voluntarily.
a solid 10% of the book. How do
It
we
was
come
at
back
least
from
5
this?
chapters. Oh my god, the meltdown that I had is documented. That's
Yep,
how bad it
yeah.
was.
Was that a spoiler princess moment?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. But
I
like,
don't know.
yeah. And so basically in that book, there was a home, a house in one of the areas
In
of Tanria.
Tanria. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was basically the house that is the portal from this world to the land of the gods and the dead, essentially.
And it looks like the house that he grew up in.
Yes. And he tells her about it. And he's like, listen, I know you're immortal, and I am going to tell you about this house because I want you to have an escape hatch, essentially.
Yeah.
I want you to, I have full body chills right
I
now.
know.
I want you to have a way out when one day you're done,
Yeah.
essentially.
And he says, to be clear, I'm not opening the door for you,
Mm-hmm.
but I will give you the information.
Well, and Yeah, God. Oh my God. Yeah, because and then that like fuck. Okay. Yeah. And so she's like, okay, I get it. Like, thank you for telling me, essentially. Because she's basically like, I don't want to go right now, but I can't do this forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've been dreaming about a place where life feels a little more intentional, discover the Canopy in Sebastopol by City Ventures. This new community offers solar-powered homes, surrounded by mature trees, nature preserves, and walking trails, with a vibrant local downtown, renowned wineries, and the Bay Area all within easy reach. Enjoy low-maintenance living, refined design, and built-in eco-friendly features that make everyday life easier. Start your next chapter at the Canopy by City Ventures. Visit cityventures.com. That's cityventures.com.
Then we go back to work, essentially, and the book really kicks off from here. Because one of the things they decided when they had that portal situation is that they have to bring the inventor of the portals, Dr. Adam Lee. Is that his name?
Yeah, hell yeah, it is Dr. Adam Lee.
He's going to come in and consult and see if he can fix it because none of the technicians on site can figure out what's going on.
Listener,
and boy,
we
he
meet
up.
the shortest, kingest short king. Adam Lee is 5'5" with a heel.
That's right.
So polished and put together. He steps out of his...
And he drives like a muscle, a hot car, an auto duck that's like posh, but also masculine.
It's like him driving like a McLaren. Isn't that a fancy car that is...
Maybe.
Special?
I don't know cars.
I feel...
It's like a Camaro, but not douchey, I think.
No, I would say it's even fancier than that, though.
Is it like a Maserati?
I'm thinking like unusual car, like, you know what I mean, like the kind of car that there's only 50 of in the world, you know what I mean, like
no, I'm
that
with you
kind
there.
of car.
Yeah, it's black and it's sleek, and when he steps out of it, she sees like the crisp iron crease in his pants.
Melody, I am so sorry to interrupt. I have to tell you right now what just happened to me. I looked up McLaren car. Okay. And this, so you know how we've had conversations before about like saying the quiet part out loud or like that's an inside thought, all of those kinds of things. I just had the most internet, like you just said the quiet part out loud. Experience, because when you click on McLaren.com, the McLaren official global website, it will pop up and say, like any other website, most websites anyway, this website uses cookies to enhance user experience, blah, 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 like that whole spiel, right? And usually you can say accept cookies, decline cookies, or like accept only necessary, all of those kinds of things, right? You have options.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the two options are on the McLaren fucking car website?
Tell me.
Accept cookies. And the second
Vroom
option is...
away.
No, the second option is do not sell my personal information. That's the quiet part, McLaren. What are you doing? And now, like, when you clicked on that, it lets me, like, go in and pick what cookies I choose, but it's literally called sale of personal data for all of the unnecessary, like, I am like... It was just really delightful. I don't know that you understand why I'm just so tickled pink by this.
No, but I do wish that every website phrased it that way.
Was just fucking blunt as hell. Don't sell my personal information.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what I want you to do, is not sell my
Quite. You can
also,
fuck
though,
off.
like, that tracks. They're, you know, McLaren. I still don't know if this is the car I'm thinking of.
I do kind of wish it was vroom away, though, you know?
Vroom. Vroom, vroom. Okay, continue. I don't even know where you were because that just broke my brain.
Well, so he steps out of the car and he has got a side part, like it's all gelled, you know, he's like put together. He's got a 3-piece suit on. It's incredible. And he is absolutely stoic, all business. And they go in and she remembers him from when they encountered each other 5 years before. And she's like very intimidated by him. She also is trying to figure out a way to give his handkerchief back to him, because when they saw each other like 5 years ago, he hurt his hand while working on the portals, and she bandaged him with her handkerchief, and she like tied his hand up and everything. And she's sort of been thinking about him in the back of her mind since then. And she still has his handkerchief. So she's like a little bit intimidated, and she goes into like professional. Hello? Are you still looking at cars?
I'm so
Ma'am,
sorry.
Put that shit away. We're doing something else right now.
We are. I'm so sorry.
I was sitting over here being like, I wonder if Sabrina's interested in jumping in ever.
I have no idea where you are. I was just reading about the fucking...
You had this far off look in your eyes, and I was like, oh no, she has been captured by the automobiles.
I found a listicle of the 14 most rarest cars in the world, and I was looking specifically for McLaren to see if that was the one, and but instead I did end up like learning a lot about other cars. And
I knew she was down a rabbit hole, y'all. I knew it.
Well, it's also got too specific. It's like this car from this year. And I'm like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. But also like, tell me about this car from that year. Like, fuck. I'm so sorry. Where are we?
No worries. You were very cute just now. That look on your face was so good.
About cars.
Exactly. I was like, oh, Sabrina's lost. Sabrina has gone a wandering.
This is how I got a phobia of sinkholes, Melody. It's fine.
Did you go down a sinkhole rabbit hole?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
you went down a literal sinkhole?
Yeah, I sure did. I read a unfortunate Tumblr post one time that was like, it's kind of weird that people are so terrified of quicksand, and then like gave all of these facts about quicksand, and they're like, also statistically, you will never experience quicksand, not even accidentally. What you should really be scared of is sinkholes. And I read that and I was like, ha ha, hee hee, and I kept scrolling, and then I paused and I went, wait, why should I be scared of sinkholes though? And I did go Google it, and I will never live someplace that is on top of limestone, because I truly like I feel tight in my chest when I think about sinkholes. And people are like, usually they're in like my friend who lives in fucking Minnesota is like, usually they're in fields, like not in city, like all of these and this and that and yada. And I'm like, yeah, except for all of those articles I read about people legitimately having sinkholes swallow like a quarter of their house.
Totally.
This is not a one-off experience. Like it is statistically unlikely, but like not impossible.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I don't know if they're the same thing. I consider them the same thing. And so I don't know if this is like strictly true or not. But what freaks me out about sinkholes is that they can be... Are you
talking about salt mines? Nope, never mind. Continue.
Is that they can be both natural and man-made.
Yep. They have one that is, I guess, technically considered a sinkhole in St. Louis, Missouri right now.
Really?
Because some 100-year-old piping busted and they didn't know, and like half of a road fell into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like when like people in like cities, they're like, it's like,
There's been a bunch of cases of people, like the roads in New York falling, or not roads, but like under buildings falling in because people have been tunneling.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
I know.
Anyway. Okay, look. So they go in and they have this meeting. And they try to explain to Adam what's going on. And he's like, I think you're just going to have to show me. And they've already decided, like their boss decided that they are going to be on Adam Lee duty. She and Duckers.
So, real quick, while I was in my my little listicle, I did miss. Did you happen to mention Adam Lee's forearms?
I know. And that is not okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for disappearing into the listicle, because I guess I dropped the ball. You're
picking up my slack right here, right now. Let's do
I just need everybody to know that Adam Lee's forearms and hands specifically are also main characters in this. I don't know if you knew this, listener, but this is in fact a polyamorous romance, and it is between, or maybe a reverse menage kind of thing for Rosie, right? Because I don't know that. I don't know
that Adam gets a bunch of like satisfaction out of his forearms, but Rosie certainly does.
But his hands are also in this. There's definitely some. I don't know that it's so much swords crossing as fingers crossing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I would think so.
I don't. Listen, we're not going down that sinkhole. So, yeah, Adam Lee's hands and forearms, though, are in fact main characters in the relationship, and I just need everybody to know that. Yeah. God, what made me think of it is literally sitting on my screen right now is the quote, Rosie had zero romantic interest in the man, but those forearms could inspire sonnets.
Yeah.
Like,
and also, Rosie, I think you doth protest too much. You know what I mean? Nobody asked. Nobody asked if you were interested in romantically.
Well, I think I've thought about. I spent a lot of time thinking about that, and again, I don't remember when she brings it up but there was one specific scene in the book where she talks somewhat extensively about like, I just will not let myself feel this way for people because I cannot let myself get that close because it will be too devastating when they are no longer here.
Absolutely.
I think part of it is by choice, right? Like she won't let her, it's not she has zero romantic interest because she has zero romantic interest. It is a willful, intentional ignorance or
I'll go with you there.
Avoidance of having romantic interest in anybody.
Yeah.
Because boy, that's going to leave too big of a hole.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because we'll talk about the emotional progression, obviously, on the way, but it is really, really interesting when she finds out specific information about Adam, and that's when it goes from 0 to done.
And that's why I say, like, it was always there. It's just
I agree.
It's the elephant in the room, right? She's like, la, 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 la. I'm just going to completely ignore this because if I acknowledge it, then it becomes real.
Right.
And I just can't, even though it's growing, I cannot let that, it's like black mold, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's how love is described a lot where I'm from, black mold.
I've been on Tumblr a long time.
Okay, so they get to the portal, and he's, looking around in there, and she loves the way that he takes off his jacket and, like, folds it very meticulously and then hands it off to the technician.
Oh, my God. And, listener, I need you to know.
And the technician is in awe of him.
I just need you to... Listener, I need you to know that every time he takes off his jacket throughout the rest of the book, he steadily gets less and less careful taking it off because he steadily gets more and more ruffled by the world and the experience and what is happening in this book. And it is
comfortable with the company.
That too.
I think too.
It's a lot. And it's beautiful.
So he takes everything apart and he's like, Marshall Fox, do you see what you described earlier in here? And she's like, yeah. And it looks a little bit more solid, actually. It's like right here and it goes down and a schmurtle blur. And she's like, do you see it? And he says, nothing I've not seen before. And she's like, huh. So they think maybe this is, she has a bonus demigod power or something. That, like, this is the thing she can do is see whatever this shadow, maybe vine is. Mm-hmm. So they end up going from there, and then don't they have to go to another portal? Oh, no.
Yeah, they do. Because they need to go look at a different one so they can actually see, like, get through the portal. Because he wants to look at it from the Tanria side and see what's going on over there. She is a car lady. She loves a car.
Yeah.
Which is why she clocked his car so hard because she does in fact love a car, And she's got a limited edition car. Mm-hmm. Well, and she gets so horny, and this scene was so fucking funny because he says, "Is this a blank?" when he sees the car. Uh-huh. And she's like, "Oh, it's a Series 7," and he says this. Oh, damn it. I was going to be really funny and pull up one of the random cars, but I didn't let myself open the listicle again, and I was going to shoehorn it into the quote. I had a big plan, and then I was not prepared for it, and I'm really actually upset about it, because I was going to say something dumb, like, is that a
I'm waiting.
1954 Oldsmobile F88?
There we go.
Which is not actually a good example. Apparently only 3 of those were created, though. It is the 3rd rarest car in the world.
Jesus.
It's worth $3.2 million. And part of the
That's so
reason it's
weird.
so rare is because, or like so uncommon, is because it marked the resurgence of the American automobile after the Second World War. Anyway.
Okay. And so they stopped making it? I was going to say,
no,
is
they
it
probably
'cause it's
continued
shitty?
making it, but it's the first one because no, it's like they stopped making cars during World War II because they were making tanks and weapons, right? And
No, I
like,
know that.
But this was like this is the first American automobile, according to this very short
I'm so
listicle.
sorry. I thought you meant that the factory only made 3, but there's only 3
That year.
left.
No,
Oh,
that year they only made 3 because it was
Okay.
Maybe it's not. I don't know. This is 2 lines on a listicle, Melody. That was a bad example. Maybe I should have said the Maybach Excelero from 2005, which apparently
you're
they only
great.
made 1 of.
Oh my God, why would they do that though? That's so much designing for like one
Mostly
car?
I mean, it is also
Is
an
it like a
$8
bespoke
million car.
car?
Well, so like that's what. Okay, Melody. This is
People
how I
have
ended
too
up.
much money.
Melody, this is how I ended up
Medicare for
scrolling the
all.
list. This is how I ended up scrolling the listicle though, because I went to the rarest car and there's only 1 of them, and that doesn't count. That is not a car. That is not a rare car. That is a fucking special order car.
It's a bespoke car.
I want like there's only 40 of them. And I don't want there's only 40 of them made in the year 1957. I want there's only 40 of them, and that is it. They fucking shot their shot and they're gonna live on it for the rest of their life. And these people anyway, I feel like McLaren's not even on this list. Where did that word come from? How did I know it was an auto manufacturer?
I'm just saying, Medicare for all, universal fucking child
Oh, yeah,
care.
10,000%.
We can do so many things if we stop concentrating all
million
the wealth at the top.
It's
God
fine.
fucking damn it.
Melody, Reaganomics
Sorry, hello.
works. We see that the trickle down. It's fine. Anyway, man. Okay, new
Republicans
rule.
took
No
the wrong
militarized
thing
conversation. No. What was the other thing we said we can't get into?
Dads?
No,
What?
it was military. It was capitalism. We can't talk. No,
Capitalism.
okay, new rule. We're adding a 3rd one on the bullet. We're not talking about the military because we cannot handle that sinkhole. We cannot
Okay.
talk about the capitalism.
Okay.
Capital T. The capitalism.
Okay.
And 3. We cannot discuss. That's kind of capital. It's kind of okay.
It is a little bit
sub-bullet.
capitalism. Yeah.
Sub-bullet. We cannot talk about the capitalism or that capitalism. Okay.
Okay. Can I say
Take it as
one
you
thing
will.
before we really put the kibosh on it, though? I've been thinking about this week, and it's just that
I did.
if Republicans were going to
Listener,
take
did
one
you notice
fucking
that I
thing
did
away,
not even give? I wish you could see the fucking video too. I didn't nod or anything. I gave no.
I have to say it. I have to get it out of my
no
body.
positive response of
No.
being like, yeah, that's fine. Tell us that one thought. I didn't even
one.
get that. And Melly was like, I'm fucking
I
going
have
for
to.
it. Okay. I'm about to.
It's just. It's
I'm about to
bubbling out of me.
Maybach Excelero my happy ass into this. Just vroom, vroom. Apparently its max speed is 218 miles per hour. Continue.
All I'm saying is that people talk about Reagan like he's a fucking hero. And you know what? We all have our opinions. But I will say that Republicans took the wrong thing away from the Reagan era. Because they should have left trickle-down economics fucking behind, and they should have paid more attention to the whole ass amnesty he did for immigrants in the country during his presidency. Maybe that could have been cool. Anyway,
listen, I've listened to
number
a lot
3,
of lot of
4 we
podcast
can't talk
episodes
about.
in general
Immigration. Yeah.
about Reagan. And probably my
Yeah.
favorite that I've ever heard was the one about the astrologist that the Reagans gave a lot of fucks about
Oh,
while they
I
were
don't think
for their
I know
entire
about
life.
that.
I'll send it. It's a Behind the Bastards episode.
Oh,
and
I
I
love
did listen
Behind the
to.
Bastards.
I do too. And I started from the beginning, and I am just
Mm-hmm.
cruising through. You know, they just got to COVID. recently.
Whoa.
It's kind of wild listening to everything because they're like, yeah, listen to all this and like Biden, you know, is about to be elected and all that jazz. And like they're going through all this. And it's just, man, they keep talking about like how awful certain things and this and that. And I'm like, buddy, you sweet summer child. It's about to be, you have no idea what's coming. And I'm sorry for you.
Sure.
But to finish the bit that I never actually did successfully.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He's asking.
Yeah,
she's like, it's a series 7, and he's like, oh, it's in a remarkably good condition. And Duckers is like, oh my god, you really just fucking hit it. And she's like, yeah, this baby's 64 years old, but in her heart, she's not a day over 40. And they're talking about cars, and at one point he says, all the Grattan Parkers from that era are works of art, but a series 7, that's quite special. And then Duckers is like, and with that, he won her undying love forever. and she says, he's not wrong. We might have to get married now. Mm-hmm. And then, very importantly, I forgot about this one. He says, Ducker says, there are 2 things Fox loves most in this world. This ridiculous tin can and her underwear. And she says, I prefer lingerie or delicates or intimates. Get it right, tighty whiteys. And like, she is so sassy this entire book. Any dialogue that she's a part of, I love Rosie Fox with a level of adoration. Like,
yeah,
it's not, nothing has surpassed. Oh my god, I can't think of their name.
Heart?
Oh my god, no. Fucking bike shorts and button down.
Oh, Kane. No.
Cade. It's Cade. My brain wanted to say kale, and I was like, that's not it. I can't believe I'm getting this. To be fair, it's because I was in the grocery store the other day and literally lusting after a fresh vegetable. But like right now, with the budget I'm on, let me tell you, if I fucking bought a fresh leafy green and ate it the way I want to, and then it had that stupid fucking illness on that makes you shit yourself for so many days, do you know what a slap in the face it would be to spend some of my very, very meager funds right now on delicious, delicious kale and then shit myself aggressively for days? I mean, I don't think I'd recover mentally.
And Sabrina, let's be clear, you are the person that would happen to.
Oh my God. We literally just had the conversation right before we started recording. God damn it. You're right.
It would happen to you.
Honestly, the only reason I have not gotten that and experience, the only reason I was not like patient zero for the problem is because I was not eating fresh vegetables because it is out of the budget right now. Yeah. Like, that is the only thing that said. So I guess silver lining to being unemployed, you know?
You know what, Leah, let's look on the bright side. You've got normal poops. So anyway, we go.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go. So it's just super cute and they're just super fun. The car becomes a thing and we probably won't mention it again much until the very end when it happens because it is one of the funniest things that I've ever read in my life.
It's really cute. Much. Yeah.
So they get to that portal. They me and Blibbity Bloop blop their way across Tanria to a different portal so they can look on the inside, basically, and be like, okay, what the heck is going on? And she suddenly notices, now that she's looking, it's that one of those things where you don't realize something's wrong until you clock that it's wrong, and then all of a sudden you see it everywhere. Yep. Or kind of like when you never notice a car on the road until your friend buys one, and then you only ever see that car places, kind of like the Ford Bronco, you know? Yeah. It's my bit this episode. I'm not sorry, Melody. Now it's just cars all the way down the sinkhole, okay?
I love it.
Anyway.
Let's do it.
You love it right now. We'll see how you feel at 82% of the book.
So yeah, she notices that this thing is like kind of a little bit everywhere, and that's not great. And then when he goes in and looks at everything, the portal just sort of starts like smoking, doesn't it? What happens?
So they just get stuck. It does the thing where she has to like slap it on the side, you know, and it like suddenly kind of works again, and they get through and they're looking at it. She notices all of that stuff. And then it basically fucking, I don't remember if this is the time it blows up, but this is the time that they break the fail safe off. Because there's a fail safe to turn it on from the inside, which I don't remember why you can't turn on the portal. Oh my God. It is because you cannot have electronics because that's new God technology.
Yes.
On the inside. And so like the fail safe is basically like a hand crank, I think, is the way I understood it to get the port. Like it's you using like centripetal force essentially to like it's a crank, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a whole ass fucking nightmare. And they're like, oh, this is a problem. This is a big problem. And he, very importantly, bleeds. Something happens. He gets cut and bleeds all over the place.
She bandages him again.
Mm-hmm. Did you clock that, Melody, your first time reading? How important his blood was and all of those things?
No, I didn't, I don't think. No, I was thinking it was important for sentimental reasons, not necessarily like metaphysical reasons.
You spend time choosing the right gear, the right boots, the right equipment. So why should your supplements be any different? Azure Well creates vitamins and supplements focused on purity, potency, and consistency. Every formula is lab tested and built for people who expect more from what they use every day. Compare what's in your cabinet to Azure Well. Visit AzureLivingWell.com. That's AZURE livingwell.com. These products have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
So, anyway, at this point, they decide this is a big enough problem that we need to evacuate Tanria. That is the current marching order. And so they start doing the sirens, they start calling all the people, they start, getting everybody out. And it's at the very, last minute, it is the three of them. And they're waiting for one more person who is trying to get to the portal. Very last one, super late. And he's moving as carefully as possible while also speed walking, right? Because he's holding a souffle. And Zeddy Birdsall does manage to get them all stuck there. Because right before he's able to, get through the portal, it all shuts down. Kaboom, it's gone.
I was on Ducker's side.
I knew it. I knew it.
How fucking... Do you know how fucking mad I would be?
Yeah.
To be stuck in Tanria because some bitch didn't want his souffle to drop. And then, when we get the reason why that souffle was so important, go fuck yourself.
I hear you. I was more on the Rosie side of this, where yes, that's very silly, and it's Zeddy not understanding the gravity of the moment. On the other hand, it's day 2 of his brand new job in Tanria for the first time.
Hey, Zeddy, your boss is gone. Every other chef in the kitchen left.
Well, one of the things he says is I'm so late, not necessarily because of the souffle, but because I didn't know what I thought that there was a celebration or something happening. And that's what the bells were or whatever the noise is, right? He didn't understand that there was an emergency happening.
I do understand, but also I would have been so mad.
Well, especially because now it's Rosie and Adam and then the two exes, Duckers and Zeddy. And Duckers? I'm sorry. Duckers is capital M mean.
Oh my God, he's also
happens.
just such an immature little shit in this thing. I'm how old are you? You're 32, dude.
Yeah.
Grow up.
He is. 32 or 33. He's mean to Zeddy.
You don't
about
deserve that fancy mustache, dude.
He's throwing shade.
You're not emotionally mature enough to have such a full face of hair, buddy.
It's true.
Where's your diaper pin?
Yeah, so he keeps being like, yeah, because of Diva over here, we're now stuck in Tanria. And Zeddy's like trying to keep it together and trying to
Yeah.
be cool about it, you know?
I will say I would have been like, what the fuck are you doing? But like that would have been an inside thought.
Sure.
That's
yeah.
an
And then
inside
you would have
thought.
put it aside for the betterment of the group and the experience or whatever. There would have been no shitty passive-aggressive comments.
Yeah, no, I would have just said nothing.
And that would have spoken volumes, Sabrina, but still.
Are you saying that if I'm not speaking, that I'm secretly seething? How dare you?
No.
That feels like what you're saying.
No, but you can tell when you're seething.
Yeah, that's very
We has
true.
glass face, Sabrina.
Yeah, that's 100%. There's
So-
no mute button on this face.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no, like, yeah. So they basically, it's fine though, because the carriage broke and all of these things, they have 4 Equimarises, one of which is salt liquor, in order to travel to a different portal to see about getting out. And that basically starts this
Also-
kind of Tanria road trip.
Yeah. Also, they do get to eat the souffle. And that helps everybody, I think. You know?
Eventually,
So anyway.
when they get
Yeah.
to the restaurant, yeah. Or
Yeah.
no, like the bunker or the barracks or whatever.
Yeah, they stop somewhere. Yeah, so we have a whole, like, Tanria road trip / adventure / like, problem-solving number of days it turns into. But yeah, they get on Equimaries, and Duckers is also so annoyed because Zeddy doesn't know how to ride an Equimaries. And Rosie has to keep being like, stop being an asshole. He's not a Tanrian marshal. Like, this is not what he does for a living. Stop being a dick nose about it.
Yeah, you want to know what he does? Make souffles,
That's
Duckers.
exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Also, this night is where this was just very important to me, and it never comes back up. It is basically this one scene that it happens twice in, but she does start calling Dr. Lee Dr. Sassafras because he is sassy, and it was everything to me.
Yeah.
And I was devastated that it did not just continue for the rest of the book.
Also, side note, in addition to Adam's forearms, there is another, and his like very locked down stoic demeanor.
Mhm.
One other thing that he has mentioned is a medical condition that like makes it kind of hard for him every once in a while. He gets like twinges that he doesn't really explain to them. And
You
doesn't
went
he also
actually serious. I thought you were about to talk about how important his suit was, because it is commented on explicitly multiple times. But
Yeah,
continue.
his suit is
You're
also
right. He
very
does have a
important.
medical condition. That's also very important to the story.
Yeah. So he has this medical condition and he's very opaque about it. And they're very obviously curious and not asking.
Well, and like the one time that they express interest, it becomes very clear like he's not going to talk about this because he's like, it's fine, just continue on. We're just not acknowledging this. This is not something that,
Right.
And he shuts it down immediately. And so like, I have a lot of questions, but I'm not going to get answers anyway. So I just brush it off.
So they go to the barracks and they end up spending the night there, right? And then the next morning they're going to go to another portal?
Yeah, most importantly though, at the barracks, she makes a comment about how she thought that he didn't remember her, and he does in fact say one does not forget a stunning woman with eyes like garnets, and she does immediately stop breathing. Because that's what? And then she cannot sleep because she's doing her mind's
the
pulled on
Soros
rubber
thing.
gloves, busted out a scalpel, and got busy doing some exploratory linguistic surgery. Stunning as in gigantic, stunning as in overwhelming, stunning as in creepy. And then she like keeps thinking through all of these things, and then she realizes Adam Lee had uttered the word stunning. When Adam Lee had uttered the word stunning, he might have meant something other than tall or loud or ox-like. He might have meant pretty. And this like kicks off her. Now it is not the elephant she's avoiding in the room, but the elephant that she is actively shoving into a closet or like putting under a rug.
Yeah.
Which-
and then like flirting with a tiny bit and then like pushing back in, you know.
Ooh, look how delightful and cute. Get back under there.
That's right.
Get
You want a
back under-
peanut? No.
No peanuts for the love elephant. eLUVant.
Ah! I like it. The eLUVant. So stupid. I love it.
The eLUVant in the is that?
Ooh.
I'm gonna start talking about the eLUVant in the
The
room, like when
elephant.
they're like refusing to acknowledge that they're in love. Oh no, this turned into is this an embrace category? The
It might be.
eLUVant in the
It
room.
might be.
You have to, it's very, very critical, Melody, though, because it
Mm.
does just sound like you're saying elephant weird, right? Like
It
elephant,
does.
right? So you have to be like, you have to
I
be
love it.
really annoying about the love.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
room.
You do.
You can't just get real annoying about it, you know? Anyway, so while they're headed to one of the other portals, very importantly, she starts seeing the vines everywhere. She is seeing the vines
Yeah.
all over the place the next day. And she's like,
And like crossing the road and stuff.
yeah, like I know. And the weirdest part is everybody else can just walk through them. She also can't touch them, but like they have no idea it's even there until she comments on it.
Yeah. At one point, Duckers and Zeddy are riding in front of Adam and her. And so they ride right through it, basically. And then she notices that not only is it crossing the road, but there are these little creatures called graps. They're sort of like frogs. And they are climbing like on
They're
top
sitting on
of
top
the
of them.
vines.
They
Yeah.
look like they're floating to everybody else except for Rosie.
And importantly, she and Adam stop at the exact same moment. Whereas Duckers and Zeddy just kept moving on through. And she doesn't really notice this right now, but I did. And I just need everyone to know that. I'm a big old Sherlock Holmes.
Melody, I was such a Sherlock Holmes in this book that it made me feel like this is my what's the word where you make
You are the
up
God King?
for you make up for your past.
Your redemption.
This was my redemption novel because while I was like you read my you don't read my
I
notes
did.
usually for books.
Yeah.
You read through my notes. How many times was I was like, this dude's a god. He's
Is
definitely
this
like,
booker immortal?
is this guy
What's
immortal?
happening?
And it's like slowly you can see
Yeah.
my brain creeping through all of these notes. And like I was like, man, I did think about that after I sent you the notes and I reread them later. So, you know, to prepare for recording.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it and I was like, man, I was fucking on it.
I picked up on this shit super early. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so proud of myself. Although I was baffled when the big reveal happened, but that's mostly because at that point I had just skimmed all of the
The
exposition.
entire chapter before it.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh my God. Listener, I just found something out about Sabrina that simultaneously makes no sense to me and also makes all of the sense to me. And I'm still having a hard time grappling with it.
We'll get there.
Do you want to tell the listener?
We'll get there.
Okay. I thought we were going to get to it when we talked about the funeral because there's that whole, you know, the foundational tale of the sea salt and the lover who can't
Hey,
die.
listener, so big confession times. This was a little bit of a cursed recording. Melody and I this is in fact our second time recording the first hour of this episode
Yeah.
because a couple of days ago we did start it.
Uh-huh.
And then life. We were just not, it was not working. And it
Yeah.
would have been a bad episode. Let me tell you, it would have been no Ferrari 250 Testarossa.
Absolutely not.
It would have been,
No.
it would have been that fucking
It would have been
car.
a Pinto.
Is that the
All
one
right.
where if it gets in the wrong kind of accident, the gas tank flies into the front and blocks all
Probably.
of the doors
Yeah.
and it is like basically an explosion machine?
It would have been a
Yes.
Dodge Dot.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what it would have been.
Exactly. Yeah.
Look, listener, all I have to say is that it was really good we stopped because we had like friend chat instead afterwards.
Yeah.
So
it was
yeah.
necessary, but I do also keep having moments where I'm like, oh, probably best that we didn't go down that sinkhole that we did last time, because we're much farther into the book for
We are.
basically the same amount of recording. And honestly, this is
I mean, we were meandering like crazy.
this is
fuck.
with this listicle.
this listicle that could derail us at any moment.
Yeah, and it really does. I keep getting it's delightful to just have it sitting there open. I'm staring at a Ferrari 250 Tesseract because
really
basically what
cute.
happens is I just keep scrolling to the next car and then leaving it there until there's a really not right moment for me to drop it, like sprinkle it. I'm like that salt, like that Mimi salt guy, except it's
Yeah, I like
rare
that.
cars.
I like it.
And
I
it
like
also
it.
makes way less sense than salt on steak,
Totally.
This is like potpourri on steak, like I'm sprinkling potpourri, on a steak.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, I
Mhm.
think it's integrating better than that. I think you should give yourself some credit. But you also, from my point of view, you also get a very adorable, sly look in your eye because you have to look sideways to see the article.
Well, so hang on though. I need you to understand that my monitor is here, and so the left half of my large monitor is
Are your
my
notes.
notes, and the right half isn't. Oh, so I really do have to go
You look
like
very
to the
sneaky.
side. I'm
yeah.
like,
You look like you're
far
cooking something up
side?
over there.
I am. It's potpourri
It's
steak.
potpourri. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's potpourri steak, Melody.
I didn't know that's what I needed in my life, but it turns out it's a 3-course fucking meal of delight.
Yeah, hell yeah! It's some fancy cars, some eLUVants,
Ooh,
and
I
I feel like there's a
love it.
third thing. Damn, we're getting some episodes we really just hit a lot of fucking bits that stick.
Whew.
Oh man! Oh my god! It's sinkholes.
It's
What?
sinkholes.
Jesus Christ. And I feel like you're going to find even more when you're editing. You'll be like,
Probably.
oh, we left this one at minute 17. Probably for the best. I'm glad that we left that one. Man.
Oh, man.
Whew.
So the
Anyway.
4 of them are trying to go to another portal, and when they get there, he's tinkering, he's trying to fix it, he's
Oh my
getting
God.
really, really frustrated. And then Zeddy is like, we're really close to my restaurant. We should go there and eat a good
No.
meal. Yeah.
Hang on. This
Okay.
was devastating.
Okay.
Because they get to... I don't know where we are. I'm real lost right now because I went
Okay.
on a road trip of my own that's 14 rare cars deep,
Yeah.
And,
No, I know.
But I am looking at this thing, and there's this devastating scene where they realize they're stuck in Tanria.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is before a restaurant because they're like, we should go to the restaurant because, like, that food's going
We
to go
have to
bad,
spend
so
the
we may as well
night.
use it.
Yeah. Well, okay, here's what happens. They go to the next portal, and because there was a
There's a
big hubbub,
crowd.
all of their loved ones are there. And notably, there are people there for every single person except for Adam. And Rosie notices this in a pretty profound way, and she wonders if it's related to the fact that he is so stoic and buttoned up and aloof.
Where was
And
home
so,
for Adam Lee?
Yeah.
Were there people who loved him or were anxiously waiting for his return? Because she had the sneaking suspicion that the answer to that question was no. That there was a reason, after all, why he walked through this world making sure nothing and no one could touch him.
Like recognizes like,
How?
you know?
Fucking
Yeah.
dare you, Megan Bannen.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Megan banned? Get out of here. You're not allowed. This is rude.
86th. Megan
You're
86th.
not allowed. You're not allowed. I'm not hydrated enough for this. Continue.
Yeah, so they realize they're also communicating.
I'm so sorry. That was so stupid.
I loved it.
Banned. Oh my god, I feel so guilty as a Sabrina because she's probably heard that joke a million fucking. That's her Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But also,
But also, whatever, man. not.
Maybe it's not.
It's new to us, and also
It's new to us.
yeah. Yeah, and also you're like super original and clever and stuff, and so I doubt anybody saw that. I didn't think of it.
I did just come up with
So
eLUVant and Megan Bannen. Okay,
fucking wordsmith over there. Yeah.
Look at me.
So they're also communicating with this universe's version of Morse code with a bell that's on the Tanria side because they can see out of the mist.
Did you remember that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the people outside can't see into the mist. So they're holding up notes of questions and answers and all that kind of thing. And Rosie is banging out the Morse code on this bell.
Logistics question.
Okay.
Melody, why the fuck would you not just hang up a sign that says ring once for yes, twice for no, and then ask yes or no question? I was thinking that the entire time that this was happening. And I was like, why are you banging out in Tanrian code YES?
Yeah.
and
No, I hear
through
you.
the whole book, they
The whole
never
thing.
start doing the, like,
There's no shorthand.
are we just like internet rotted? Like,
Maybe. Yeah, maybe we just don't have time. Whereas people who aren't internet rotted are like, yeah, of course I can wait for all those letters to be spelled out every time.
This is the final form of short form content. Is we're not willing to type out YE yet. We're like, you have to just give me a 1 for yes, 2 for no. I don't got time for this. I have TikToks to watch, okay?
Exactly. Well, although they realize they have all the time in the world because it's getting dark and they're going to send the technicians home, it's not happening tonight. And all of the rest of the people also end up going home. Oh, also, there is this Nimkilum who keeps on coming around. I don't know if it happens yet. I think he comes now because she has to request her unmentionables, her intimates, her lingerie.
That does happen, but this does remind me that there's an eLUVant Nimkillen in book 2, so this is really just continuing the thread. It's fine. Continue.
There are still places to go, people to see, and adventures ahead. Azure Well creates vitamins and supplements focused on purity, potency, and consistency for people who want to make the most of every season of life. Every formula is lab tested and designed for everyday wellness. If quality matters to you, compare what's in your cabinet to Azure Well. Visit AzureLivingWell.com. That's AZURE livingwell.com. These products have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
So Zeddy suggests that since they're so close to the restaurant he works at, they should go there. He will make everybody a professional meal, and then they can figure out where to sleep in the restaurant. And Adam is like, no. And they're like, what? Come on, Adam. It's like, it's such good food, and it's right on the dragon reserve. Because in book 2, Glitter Dragons, aka the undermining of Twyla and Frank, they find the purse poodles essentially of the dragon species. And they end up creating a nature preserve in Tanria for those dragons. And so that's what a lot of tourism is centered around now. It's really cute. And we get to see both of the main dragons we get to know in book 2. They're both featured heavily in book 3 as well. But he immediately shuts the fuck down when he realizes it's confirmed that there are dragons around. He's like, no, I am not going there. And it's the one time he's ever shown any kind of emotion whatsoever. He throws a tool down and goes walking out the door.
Also, super duper critically, when they realize that they are stuck in Tanria, the portal misfires in a way that kills her. Again.
Oh, that's now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
and it's bloody. It's a bloody death.
It's a bad one. And when she gets back and is
and
aware
Adam is
again,
hovering over her, and he's pushing, clods. He's
the last thing she thought
handkerchief. Yeah.
Before she died was, that's my handkerchief.
Yeah. And he's so concerned because Adam doesn't know that she's immortal.
Ooh, and when she comes back too, he is not happy. He doesn't say anything, but it's very clear that he has problems with the fact that she's immortal. She doesn't know
He's
what
a little
the
bit
problems
traumatized,
are.
yeah.
But it's a problem.
So they go to that restaurant, and Zeddy does make them like a bunch of steaks with potpourri on it, and Zeddy makes it good. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
and how
the potpourri
how
is like
couldn't
so.
you?
His potpourri is like, rosemary. Like it's like actually smelly good herbs that go well on a steak, not
All right, fair
rose
enough.
petals. Very importantly, they have this delicious, delightful time. They write some letters back and forth. They're writing letters through this dictic, Nimkilum.
The Nimkilum. And
Named
Nimkilums are,
Gobbo.
yeah, they're immortal, sentient, oversized animals who can get through the mist through like a weird spirit door, ? And they are mail carriers between Tanria and the rest of the world.
Yeah, and they're also like mail carriers in general. They're just messengers. They're kind of like Hermes-style creatures, right? In the sense of like they are the messengers of everybody, really. But specifically, they can get in and out of the same places that gods can.
Yes.
Specifically through the whatever. Man, the way that it's described later in the book when shit really hits the fan was so interesting about the size of souls and like all of that kind of thing was so interesting. And it's hard to even dive into it because it's plot important at that point. But to get back to where we actually are in the book, Duckers has decided that she has a crush on Adam, and he will not leave her alone about it. He keeps giving her shit about it.
You like that pocket-sized man? And she's like, don't short shame. And he's like, it's not short shaming if you love it.
She's like, are you in 4th grade? And he's like, I will have you know that I had this exact conversation with Hart Ralston regarding Mercy Birdsall. And I was right. And I called Twyla Banneker and Frank Ellis getting it together. And she's like, as he's saying all of these things, she is actively like sitting on top of a rug covering an eLUVant, right? She is like 16...
It keeps on trying to pop a trunk out, and she's like diving onto it.
Yep.
No! Get down there!
Exactly. That's exactly it. But yeah, it's basically like there's this like gigantic montage, and like I'm looking at the time right now, Melody, and there's not even really like we can't even like dive into everything because there's still so much leading into this. Like
there's so much, and it's also like it's very, I don't want to say it's more of the same, but it is more of a road trip to different portals to try and figure out what's going on. And at around this point in the book, she has come outside as he's bathing in the pond that's nearby, in like the lake that's nearby. And she sees these 3 giant, like, slashes down his back. And she tries to ask him about it, and he will not talk about it whatsoever. What's going on? What's going on?
Sorry, I found the quote.
What is it?
Well, you keep talking and then I'll share it. Let me get my shit back together for a second.
Okay.
I promise I'm not looking at cars.
Okay. You can look at cars. Feel free. Well, I think this is also when she ends up down to her skivvies, right?
No.
No.
What?
Cool your jets, Melody. She might not even have her skivvies yet. Jesus.
She does have her skivvies because one of her letters was through like sending Gobbo off to get.
Yeah,
by the way,
Mercy.
I need everybody. It's very important. I need everybody to
Blammo
understand
Tinky
that.
Fart Face?
No, that is also important. Blammo Tinky Fart Face, but Blammo Tinky Fart Face will come up later because Blammo Tinky Fart Face is devastating when Blammo Tinky Fart Face becomes super plot relevant.
Well, I mean, basically she had asked Mercy to grab her some clothes and check on the cat that lives in and or like around her house. And then she finds out from Hart that like the girls have adopted the cat for now so that they don't have to like keep going over and feeding him, and they're calling him Tinky because Mercy won't let them call him Fartface.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, sorry. The quote that did just make me have to pull a tissue because I did start tearing up was the one that I was talking about. It was hard to watch the subtle way a lover changed and aged over the course of years while she herself remained as she ever was. Maybe it was easier to believe that love could last forever when you were confident that your own life could not.
Oh, yeah.
And like, banned.
Ooh.
Banned. How
Banned.
dare you? Banned. How fucking dare you? Because this leads into a really intense conversation about immortality between her and Adam, and like her explaining like she's 157 years old. She's probably died about 100 times, all of these things with like, my fucking God. I guess they comment on this in the book, but I guess you're more likely to take death-defying risks when, you know, you're coming back from it. But as somebody who does not like to be in pain.
Yeah, I was going to say, as someone who's pain averse, like, I would prefer not.
This is unrelatable content.
Yeah.
I could not
Well, and
be
Rosie's,
me.
I think Rosie also deals with it by being irreverent about it. And so one of her mottos is act first, think never. Which
God,
I really like.
So fucking unrelatable, but also like, I love you.
Badass. Yeah.
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 Just badass Rosie Fox. Have we said her last name is Fox? That's so fucking cool. What a good, damn, Rosie, you are really lucky that your name doesn't suck. As an immortal, can you imagine having a bad name? And that's just how you're known for ever?
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
Well, I guess it depends on what kind of, how you play the immortal card.
Exactly. It depends on how you go about being immortal,
Well, and then-
Sabrina.
So this is definitely when I started really, really clocking things, because my note is literally, she asks him how old he is, and he tells her he doesn't know. And when she finds out he's an orphan, assumes it's because of that. And my note beyond that is, this dude is definitely immortal and has been around for a long fucking time. There's literally nothing anybody can say to me to convince me otherwise.
I laughed out loud when I read that.
Really?
I did. Yeah.
And then, because I'm a fucking Sherlock Holmes, you're
Hell
not
yeah.
keeping shit under carpets from me. That
No.
eLUVant is right fucking there.
Tell
squirting you in
everyone,
the
Sabrina.
face. Because
Yeah.
literally, like, I have a short quote where they call each other by their Christian names.
Woohoo.
And then my note, two in a row, two separate notes, which means it's
here
like
we go.
I made the note, read some more, and made another note.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what if he knows how to make portals because he's an old gob that successfully escaped, and that's why he keeps having attacks? And then my next note is all caps. Oh my God, what if he's the Briar Thief? Bitch!
What a Sherlock Holmes.
A year and a half too late for the fucking hashtag, but also
It's
like
fine.
I was
Sherlock Holmes is forever.
Melody, I am so honestly happy that this is the book you needed my notes for, because like I was really killing it in this book. I was like, boom, bang, wing, wham. Like I was fucking matrixing all these red herrings. Like the fucking twist. I was like, yeah, I know that this is not the fucking reality. Unplug your neck, bitches.
Yeah.
Come on and see the truth. Wake up. I got like, wake up, sheeple. He's a Briar Thief. I was fucking, and I wish that I was fucking kidding. Like this whole book, like every time I thought of something and I made a note of it and then it became true later, I was just like, just alone in my house. Especially because I read this right after all of the job stuff, like all of the fucking project. And I was just like, this is the only good thing in my life right now, and I'm fucking killing it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I needed this book. This book came at a really good time for me.
Because it was also a cathartic several cries, you know?
Honestly, the biggest surprise about this book for me is that my contacts did not come out of my eyes.
Right.
It was not actually book related. It was that I did not sob my contacts into my tits like I usually have been
contacts
lately.
were harmed in the reading of this book. Yeah, so what happens is she sees these 3 giant slashes down his back and she has questions. And one of the things that I noticed throughout this like interlude during the book of the different, areas and rides and interactions and all of that is that he ends up having twinges right after she does something cute and he like smiles. He like cracks the tiniest little uptick of the corner of his mouth, and then he'll like get a twinge and then as they're riding around, she starts noticing that this thing is starting to become more solidified and it's got thorns on it. And then the more that he like starts getting to know Duckers and Zeddy and actually interacting with them and joking with them and all of that, then these things that are now all over the place, she can see them all over. Now they're sprouting like lush green leaves. And nobody has any idea what's going on. And then as they're like at the mist at a certain point, they realize that the vines is what they are. They're like an invasive vine. The vines are like working their way into the mist, into like the wall that surrounds Tanria. And so they're thinking like, it's now or never. We have to get out of Tanria or we never will. That's where we're going to stop for today. We'll be back tomorrow with the second half of the Undercutting of Rosie and Adam. And yes, there will be tears. Heaving Bosoms is produced by us, Melody Carlisle and Sabrina Bradley. Editing is done by me, Melody Carlisle. Our theme music is by the incredible singer-songwriter Brittany Fonts, and our art is by the ultra-talented author Kate Pryor. If you like our show, remember to follow us on your favorite podcast app, rate us 5 stars, and leave a review. That one small action is a huge way to help the show. If you want to get in touch with us for advertising inquiries or anything else, you can email us at heavingbosomspodcast@gmail.com. If you want more of us, visit patreon.com/heavingbosomspodcast. You can also find us on Instagram at Heaving Bosoms, on TikTok at Heaving_Bosoms, and in our Facebook group, the Heaving Bosoms Geriatric Friendship Cult. See you tomorrow.